Yeah, boy. I thought y'all didn't know. You should have knew. You could have knew. Somebody should have told you. That's all I know. Welcome to the Round Table, Season 2, Episode 1. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, if y'all didn't know before, you better know now. This is the season to remember. Conversations bigger than life, you heard me. Opinions bigger than opinions. You dig what I'm talking about? My guest panel is for real. You know what I'm talking about? We are not playing with y'all. You hear me? This is the Round Table brought to you by Crown Republic Entertainment, LLC, you dig? I am your host. My name is Rand Black, but you can call me whatever you like, you dig? As long as I don't hear you, I won't mind, you dig? Let me tell you first and foremost about why we did what we did with this show here. We first started the show off as a way for Crown Republic artists and members and models to kind of share their opinions about different things in life, what was going on in the world, how we wanted to talk about it, and just for us to be able to broadcast our own opinions based upon our little, I shouldn't say little, but our music group, our record label, our company. After season 1, I had so many people talking to me about the idea of the round table, the different discussions, how to broaden the horizons of the round table, how to get further reach when we speak about different ideas about the round table, that I couldn't just keep it in-house any longer. I had to expand the idea from state to state, from one side of the coast to the other side of the coast, from the within the middle of the country to each ocean on each side of the coast. We had to do a little something different. So now we bring into you season 2, where I brought it's unbelievable, my guest panel, like the celebrities that I have that's coming in to talk to us about each and every episode, the different walks of life from each one of these people. You understand? Everyone that's on the guest panel comes from a different place. Okay, has a different opinion on life, okay, a different ethnicity when it comes to your background or race, you understand? We all here to talk about the same thing, but from a different point of view. So I'm super excited about it, man, super excited. Why did I pick the people that I picked? I think that my guest panel all are very diverse, and they all bring a different point of view. They all come from a different walk of life. And I think that's what I wanted and I needed to have on the panel in order for us to really have deep, heart-fulfilled conversations about the topics that we're going to discuss all season long, right? And I didn't want to bring anybody in that was going to be fake. I didn't want to bring anybody in that was going to talk about something. Well, now Randy said it, so I'm going to say I'm going to agree with him. I didn't want to bring in nobody that was like, I don't really have any substance to bring to the table. So all of my celebrity guest panelists all have substance. They all have their own mind, their own mindset, and their own opinions on every topic that we're going to discuss this season. So I'm super excited about it. The reason for the show, it's time for us to have some real conversations. I feel like in a lot of podcasts and vlogs and blogs that I watch, a lot of people just talking and repeating what they see in the news. They watch their own TV, they watch their own shows, Skip, Shannon, you name it. Whatever show they watching, CNN, ESPN, whatever they watching, they just rebuttaling what they heard on somebody else's TV show. I wanted to grab people that did not watch so much news or did not entertain themselves or find themselves engulfed in what we call fake news nowadays. I wanted to get people that had their own opinions about things and knew how to research this information if they did not know, and we could come up with our own ideas and our own reasons for having these discussions. So I wanted to bring you a podcast or a blog that really gave you opinions of people around the country, people like yourselves, you know what I mean? Not people with political agendas or people trying to do it for a reason that may have another alternative to it. Everyone on my guest panel is here on the free choice of free right with free discussion, feel me? And freedom of speech, you did? That's what we're going to do today. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that we here to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you don't want to have that discussion, then I want to say thank you for showing up, but you can leave now because we want all the fans and all the listeners, all the viewers to really be engulfed in what it is that we doing and really partake in this live stream. We live, baby. This ain't recorded. So any comments you put below, we will see them. Anything you have to say about the conversation, please put it below. We'll try our best to get to your comments as well. You did? Now that we've done that, let me do this slowly but surely. You did? I need like a couple minutes just to make sure that I get a chance to introduce my guest panel, all right? So first and foremost, Miss CC, she ain't here today. I think she got stuck in traffic. She said she was traveling. She's going to try to get on with us later on. She probably will be viewing in from a vehicle, so if you see her in her car, don't judge. We just working, you did? Let me bring in first and foremost one of my producers for Crown Music. You know what I'm talking about? Also an artist for Crown Music. Also the producer for our intro and our outro for our show. You know what I'm talking about? My big cousin. I want to bring him on up in here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, big cousin? He go by the name of Kevin Jenkins. We call him Cowboy on the show. What up, Cowboy?
What's good, man?
What up, man? Let me give you, I got like a couple minutes with you real quick, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself for those fans that don't know you.
As I said, artist, public, design, you know what I'm saying? Love my sport, music, stands, so we can get some fake opinion about everybody. I'm saying, may offend, not. I'm in here. Yeah.
Hey, we don't care if you like what we say. We just gonna tell you what we feel. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm sorry, but this is what we doing. You did. That's what the round table's about. We gonna give it to you live, all the way live. Let me give you go ahead, Cuzzo.
No, just
off the top. Already. You already know. Let me bring in one of our bougie members. She's a little bougie, just a little bit bougie. You know what I'm talking about? Probably the influence of the year. I'm talking about all I do is see her making moves all over social media. Great following, pushing her movement and her influence. I love what she does. I love how she moves. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in there. It's not yours. It's mine. You did. Miss My Mind, what up, though?
What's up?
You did. Why don't you give us a couple minutes? We got a couple minutes. Would you give us a couple minutes on yourself, please?
So I'm in Phoenix, but I'm from Hawaii. I do the influencer thing, but I also have a day job. And I'm a senior living director. So I have 175 elderly.
Yeah.
It's my heart.
Tell me a little bit about that. What exactly do you do with these people? Like, what are you directing? What exactly?
So everybody thinks that senior living is the place to go die. I show them this is the place to live.
That's what's
up.
Yeah.
So in the last part of their lives, we give them the best part.
That's awesome. And it's crazy because a lot of people do feel like, you know, even like at one point in time before my mom moved back to Kentucky, we talked about senior living, and that was my whole thing. Like, nah, I'm not putting my mom in no house to die. You did? We're not going to do that. Right. That's crazy. Yeah.
And it's a big thing for me since I'm part Asian and we don't do that. We keep our family with us. So I try and bring, like I said, the best life they can have. That's not their actual home.
That's dope. We appreciate having you. Thank you for being part of the panel. You did. Let me bring in my next guest, man. Everybody was tripping like, yo, bro, you got a very mixed culture of people on your panel, man, and it's crazy. Like, it's people from all over the place, man, and they start talking about this guy. Like, man, you even got a white guy. I said, nah, he ain't white. He's beige. He's one of us, brother. He ain't just your ordinary white guy. Please don't think that. This is somebody that's been on both sides of the track, sees it from everywhere, been overseas, everything. I want to bring in my guy, Mr. OB. OB, what up, though?
What's up, man?
What up, bro? What's happening with it? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Brody.
What's up, man? I'm music. About topics to do, very opinionated. I'm just excited to be here. Wait started about some great topics.
Man. Listen, a lot of people don't know that we had a little dry run. The whole reason why we went with StreamYard rather than Zoom, because we put on a great first episode a couple weekends ago on Zoom, and they shut our whole thing down. But Chris was the pop off. A lot of great comments, a lot of great information. I wish we had that on video for y'all, but my man OB is a beast, man. I hope y'all really ready to hear some of his opinions and what he got going on, man. Thank you for being part of the panel, bro.
I appreciate you.
Listen, my sister, this is my sister right here, man. She crazy, man. For real. She a little off. She ain't all there for real. She a little different. I love her to death. I've been with her forever. We done radio shows. She's a vice president of Crown Republic Entertainment, LLC, you dig? I'm going to give a shout out. Say what up to my sis, Tennessee. What up, sis? I told y'all she a little off, man.
Do I want to her?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see things on the thing. Yeah. I'll be nervous. I don't like the spot. Y'all gotta get in the moment. So it's like, anyway. I'm vice president, like the priority. Also, I'm a manager, general manager of a restaurant. I'm the district manager of a small shop. I like to give high. I like to smoke weed. Sorry, I got a lot to say. So be ready. When I lose up, y'all ain't gonna see these jitters no more. So be ready.
You already know that's my sissy right there, man. Listen, one thing that I really love about her, man, she's very opinionated, and she really don't give a damn what you think about her opinion. She gonna tell you it regardless if you like it or not. You heard me? For real. Lastly, I want to bring on my Brody, man. My big bros, the big homie. Somebody been looking out for your boy since I've been a youngin'. Way down her, you dig? Way down her. You dig what I'm talking about? Bring in my man. I call him Ray. His real name is Ray's son. What up, King?
What's cracking, man?
What up, y'all? What is it? You
Man,
dig?
we here.
Ain't we though? Tell me a little bit about yourself, Brody.
Man, Ray's son. I represent the Fifth Element hip hop. Out here in Vegas. Quick little history on me. I was born in Italy, graduated high school in Korea. And I'm in Vegas. I've been for like 30-something years. And I'm in music aficionado.
Give it to him, bro.
But that's it, man. I'm here to get this down popping.
That ain't it though. For real. Listen, he being humble though, brother. But what y'all don't really understand is he's very diverse in his being and in his energy. Y'all just heard where he was born, where he went to school, and where he resides at now. And he's still one of the realest dudes I ever met in my life. You heard me? I say it again. I've known him since I was a youngin'. You dig what I'm talking about? And always been the same dude since I can remember. You heard me? So I appreciate you, bro, for being on the panel. You heard me?
Word.
Yeah, now, since we done got it in, let me bring everybody in here. You dig what I'm talking about? Let us get everybody in here. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get my little country thing. Get everybody in here. You know what I'm talking about? You dig? Let's talk about topic number 1 today. Now, I know we already hit it, right? And I know we talked about it a little bit when we did, like, the dry run, right? But I want to hit it again, right? And not to sound, staged or none of that scripted, none of that. So as the host, we're going to run through it again, but we're going to hit a couple different points of views. You dig? We're not going to talk about the same thing we talked about last time. So let's hit it this way. When we talk about the Brittany Griner situation, right? And her conviction. Ray Son, how many years was it again?
You know what? Damn, forgot.
What was it? 8 years?
It's 9.
9 years. Thank you. Appreciate you. 9 years, right? Yeah. And she was on trial. I want to say the trial was like 2 weeks. It wasn't even a long trial. Like, the trial was hella short. Like, might have been the shortest drug trial in the history of drug trials. For real. I'm just being honest. Like, it might have been a week. Shit, I might be off. You know what I'm talking about? Please forgive me. I don't got the notes from our last show, but It might only be a week for real. Like it's the shortest drug trial in the history of drug trials, right?
Yeah.
So when we talk about it, because we didn't really talk about it last time, but talking about it this time, like, do you guys consider her to be a prisoner of war?
A pawn. Yeah. I do.
How so? What you think?
Yeah.
Like, why you think they using her?
Because she got a big name.
NBA player too.
I feel like it's definitely a point of view from being able to see it from a point like we got one of the best WNBA players in the world in our country locked up. America gonna have to do something. They're not just gonna leave her here. You feel what I'm talking about? They're not just gonna leave her here so to me now. Let me play devil's advocate a little bit because I didn't say it last time, and I think I was trying to be a little politically correct. But I want to say this though, real quick. I think what they doing to Brittany is wrong, right? But I also feel like Brittany Griner got to be a dumb some of them. You know what I'm talking about? If you decided to travel to Russia with these drugs, you feel me? That might be legal in America or whatever, but you know damn well that Russia don't play no games when it comes to weed, drugs, coke, none of that. They don't play.
I think she was traveling back. She just got comfortable thinking she go through the airport and then just let your bag like you know what I'm saying? Man, I've been to the airport. They do so many times for the smallest thing, of course. You know, I
don't feel like, okay, I agree with you, Cowboy. I hear you. Absolutely. But what's comfortable when you in Russia? There ain't no such thing as an American being in Russia, I'm going to throw this question out to OB real quick. Real talk. I'm just being for real. Because we didn't talk about it last time, and OB brought it up with a great topic. You feel me? But I got to ask OB because OB done been in China. You know what I'm talking about? What's comfortable for an American in China, OB? What's comfortable? You on mute, bro. You on mute.
My headphones. They was messing up. But nothing. You can't even shit. Seriously. But the thing is, in those foreign countries is drugs is like just murder. So in her case, for one, she's in a war. Her country that she comes to is in a war. Yes, she probably did that little here and there. We probably all do. But at the same time, I understand the circumstance that you will walk through in a foreign country. She's been there for like 6 years. Highly touted people of Russia actually. The government obviously through a war. America isn't what they want. The Russia want to do when it comes to the war. So why not go after this celebrity status person? And now we negotiate to bring back one of the biggest killers in the world. Back to our so for me, it's absolutely a war. It's not about the 0.7 gram last week. Last I run 0.7 gram of fake cartridge. It's not about that. He's a celebrity. If we're in war, it's a black we want to wear.
Facts. Hey, and we didn't discuss it in this run, but listen, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there since you did. She got arrested and got 9 years for 0.7 of a gram. 0.7. I'm just saying, damn. 0.7 of a gram. 9 years. Damn. 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 I'm just damn. I don't even. Damn. That's all I can say right there. That's all I can say. That's crazy.
What's crazy is did you ask what's comfortable about being in Russia?
Yeah, what's comfortable, bro, about being anywhere that's not a friend of America? What's comfortable about that?
It probably wasn't about the comfortability, but her being in the WNBA and making such a small amount of money, she thought, let me take my talents overseas and get paid like a real star. So that was probably the comfortable part about it, not realizing she was fucking up.
Been over experience, so thinking like I can run freely through these airports and I got caught. That's what I mean. Comfortable.
Listen, I agree with you both, right? First and foremost, it's crazy that she got to go to Russia to play basketball to make extra money. I'm just going to say that. Because LeBron in the offseason ain't going to Italy to play basketball to make no extra money. You feel what I'm talking about? We're not going to go there right now. That'll be a conversation for a different time. But to me, it's just a little crazy that we got female athletes having to go to a whole nother country to make money in their offseason so that they can be wealthy or all right or pay bills. Like, that's crazy. Now, I feel like you need some more commercials. You know what I'm talking about? A better agent. Somebody got to do something about something because the money got to equal out a little bit better. I get why it don't. I say again, we'll have that conversation later. But that part in itself, Ray Son, that kills me off the top. Like, she got to be over there anyway. Number two.
Right.
I hear what you're saying, right? And when you get a little bit celebrity behind you, you feel a certain kind of way, right? And I hear you, cowboy. I can move a certain kind of way because I got this celebrity behind me, right? But at the same time, my daddy always told me it don't matter how much money you get, don't never get too comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Even with your chick, it don't matter how many years you and your lady together, don't never get too comfortable. You feel me? Because when you get too comfortable, that's when something else might happen. You gonna slip up, she gonna slip up, whatever might happen because you done got comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? So when I ask that question, I'm just asking, like, what's comfortable when you in a country that you know don't like you being there? What's comfortable when you know you traveling through these international airports with a vape pen that's got marijuana in it? What's comfortable? Like, how do you get that comfortable?
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword when you're a celebrity too, because yeah, you get this privilege as a celebrity, but you're also way more under the microscope as well. So you have more eyes on you, and you have way more to lose than someone like regular going to Russia.
I agree. Absolutely. Let me spin it a little. I'm sorry. Go ahead, OB.
Especially a 6'8" female.
I know, I'm 6 feet.
Now listen, I done been next to I done been next to my mom. I done been next to her. I'm 6'1". She's 6 foot. We look like the number 11 walking around. Like, damn, they big. You feel me? But listen, now imagine somebody 6'8". You feel me? You walking through the airport at 6'8" and you a girl. That's crazy. Listen, everybody in Russia, China, especially China, China, they little. You know what I'm talking about? So they definitely like, damn, look at that. That's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I don't know how tall they get in Russia. I ain't even seen too many Russian basketball players that made it to the NBA, you know what I'm talking about? Or the WNBA. I'm just keeping it 1,000. But I'm sure when a 6'8" black woman with dreads walking through your airport, everybody notices. Everybody. Feel me? Let's spin it. Let's spin it a little bit. Not to beat a dead horse. Let's spin it a little bit. What about her appeal? Do you think that she can really, of just legalities, really appeal this case?
Not in the time frame. Not while this war situation is going on. I think that appeal is going to go right in the trash.
Explain. Go deeper.
I think what they really want, like you said, she's a pawn. So the best thing they can do is do as prisoner swap. That's the only thing that's going to look out for. The appeal, that ain't going to work, in my opinion.
So let me ask you, in legalities, and this is everybody on the panel, anybody can answer, when we talk in legalities, right, the appeal is just part of the process. That shit ain't really shit at all, is it?
Depends on the legal system, how you look at the legal system.
We really can't say. We don't know what's legality. So it could be totally different in the appeal here in America. But Ray said perfect. He took the words out of my mouth. The appeal is just part of the process. The appeal isn't happening until they get what they want from America. If it takes 9 years, we'll hold her 9 years, give her 3 meals, and then we'll send her back to you.
So that's my point right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. As legalities go, as lawyers and courts go, right? I'm supposed to appeal if I'm found guilty, right? I'm going to appeal. But based upon this case and only speaking about this case in itself, we're not going to get to no appeal, because before we do the appeal process where they give her less years or none of that, they going to trade her for about 6 or 7 people that America got, not just one. It ain't going to be a trade like KD for LeBron. Nah, that ain't going to be it. You dig what I'm talking about? It's going to be a trade like they did with that boy with Utah. I want 6 people, 3 picks, and all that shit. You heard me? Real talk. Real talk. So that's what I'm asking you guys about the appeal. Like, yeah, she went and did an appeal, and her lawyer probably told her to do appeal, because that's how the court process works, right? But I don't think we're going to ever get to an appeal process, because before they let her appeal, they're going to go ahead and talk to the United States government about a prisoner of war swap.
Yep.
Are we all in the same agreements there, or somebody else got a different opinion about that?
I totally agree.
Okay. What about huh?
Let's look at it this though. She pleaded, so she admitted, yes, I came across it, and still got maximum. It was 9.5 years. It was 10 years. They were like 5 months. She was in prison or jail for 2 or 3 months before she even got out. That right there shows that the appeal is irrelevant, because she admitted she got out. She said, "Man up, did it. Here it is. You're right. Let me get this
out the way."
Out the way. And they said, "No, man, you're gonna stay here."
OB, they said, "No, hold on. Go ahead and sit down for a minute, huh? No, just sit down. No. We're gonna need you to sit down for a minute. Yeah, you got to sit down for a minute."
Yeah, part of the appeal, they asked us to be a coach over at Rush.
Let's talk about it. Yes.
Like, what the
Cowboy, let's talk about it. That's where I was going next. That's where I'm going next. Part of the appeal process is you got to coach one of our basketball teams. Hold on. What? Hold on. Listen, I'm in jail. Y'all put me in jail, right? Y'all stopping me from playing basketball, making a living for myself, feeding my family. You know what I'm talking about? Making money. Y'all stop it up. But now y'all telling me
I have to coach.
I got to coach your basketball team.
That's ill. It was a flagrant foul.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck right here. That's a flagrant 2. That's a flagrant 2, brother. You get kicked out the game for that right there. You get kicked out the game for that right there, bro. What are you talking about? You are fouling with the intent to hurt that lady. Are you serious?
This is like Space Jam. The monsters took all the NBA talent and non-star world. Like they just try to take Brittany Griner's skills and knowledge and hold her hostage and give it back just because a kid. Going all the way back. 0.7 grams is not the ish, or else they would want her coaching people in why you're in jail. Nobody can go in jail like that. Just come over and coach Rondo rap.
OB, listen to that. That's crazy. We put you in jail, right? You get locked up for 30. You had 30,000 tons of cocaine, bro. Shipping it across the country, bro. We caught you, bro. You get 35 years. But listen, part of your thing is you got to go coach the Dallas Mavericks. You got to go coach them. You got to go coach them up. It's even worse.
That shit might be better than the cell, though.
You might be right. Listen.
Yeah, man.
You might be right. Listen, you might be right. But to me, it's almost slavery, bro.
Well, that was part of the thing she had is that she may give you some where it's hard labor, and then she may give you some where she may be threatening some foes. It depends on what they do, but I say it's who she is. It's gonna make her and make me do hard labor. Are you coach her back?
It's almost slavery, bro.
Yeah.
I now own you. So since I own you and you are a product of the system now, you're going to do what I tell you. And first thing I want you to do is go coach this basketball team. Share the knowledge you have for basketball with our girls. Cool. That's cool. All right. Community service. I dig it. I mess with community service. I'm all for it. I understand it. Cool. But I don't have a choice. Now, it's different, Ray Son, when I hear you say it's better than being sitting in a cell. You absolutely right if I got a choice. If they tell me you can sit in a cell or you can go coach this basketball team, I'm going to be like, cool, I'm going to go coach this basketball team. Cool. It's different, bros, when you tell me, hey, you going to do this regardless. You ain't got no choice.
Right.
You gonna do it regardless. If you locked up, you gonna do it regardless or not. You gonna do it there. Your right is gone. They tell you to go out in this field and chop pig hay, whatever. Don't do it good. You locked up.
Okay,
you don't have a choice.
That's different. Listen to me. That's different. I understand when you become part of the system. You know what I'm saying? They can make you do and work for them for free, for pennies. I get that, right? Mm-hmm. But you're using man labor. You're just a man labor now. You're not using my talents. You're not using something that I've spent years honing and developing and using as profit to feed my family. You're not using that when you tell me I got to go out here and pick up trash, or I got to go out here and help build houses, or go out to forestry and put out fires. We're not talking about a talent that I had to hone and put time in and money and passion into. Now you're using me for something that you can't get nowhere else. That's different to me.
Yeah.
That's different to
me. You don't think it's kind of like they're pushing our buttons by doing that? Like look at what I can make her do. But they're clothing it like look at we're giving her purpose. This is what she's great at. So we're not monsters.
Yeah, dressed it up like present, huh? Put a nice little bow on it. You know what I mean?
Just you pour syrup on shit, don't make pancakes.
Hey, it still smell the same, don't it? It still smell the same. And if you leave it out there long enough, the flies will come. I don't give a damn. You heard me? Straight up. I'm just being real right there, though. I'm being for real right there. But listen, we're going to change the topic. I appreciate y'all, man. Listen, we can go on forever about that topic. Hey, you already know. We talked about it last time. That's something it just don't make sense. A lot of the moves that they making when it comes into regard of Brittany Griner, it just don't make sense. But again, as we've all discussed already, she's not a regular prisoner. You know what I mean? This is a prisoner of war with high celebrity that they're going to use in any way they can to manipulate this political view and party. It's crazy. Let's go into a sip of tea with my mind. Let's go.
Okay, so we were talking about Magic Johnson supposedly donating blood. First off, it's fake news. Apparently, that picture came from a documentary that he did, and it was just really his doctor doing blood tests. But then someone put out that he was donating blood for COVID.
So did he really donate the blood or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did.
Okay. No. However.
Express your face, man.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on, mama. Listen, I got chills. I wish I didn't have my hoodie on so I could show y'all. When we first discussed that in the group, I was like, what? Like, what? Like, no, that didn't happen. That has to be fake news. There is no humanly possible way that they let Magic Johnson, who's had AIDS, we know he had AIDS. I seen it. I know he had AIDS. Understand? They let him donate blood? What? So I'm glad, Mama, I'm glad that you confirming right now in a sip of tea that he did not donate no blood, right?
He did not. No, like I said, that image came from a documentary, and it was his doctor just doing regular blood tests.
Okay.
However, they are letting people who are taking that like preventative HIV drug, they're letting them donate blood.
Huh.
And they are finding people that have HIV donating blood. Just pause for a second.
So they just want to over.
Hey, let me tell you what I just thought about in my head. Let me tell you what I just thought. I probably shouldn't say this out loud. That's crazy. Should I say this? I probably.
Yeah.
Say it.
We live. Say it.
I'm not gonna take no blood from nobody. If anything happened to me, if something happened, listen to me. If something happened, I'm telling all of y'all on here right now, even the listeners, anybody, if I get in a car accident and I'm dying, they like, yo, he need a blood transfusion. Let me die. I'm cool. Let me die. No. I ain't laughing. I'm dead ass serious. I'm serious as shit. Feel me? I'm dead ass serious. Just let me die.
Wait. Rewind that. You wouldn't take a blood transfusion?
No, I don't want it.
You don't want.
Why is that?
It's contaminated.
If people are donating blood and they got HIV, brother, we don't know what blood is what no more.
Right. So I've had several blood transfusions. I have Crohn's disease.
I know you have. Absolutely. Go ahead and speak on it.
So I've had several. I mean, more than several. More than 20 blood transfusions over my lifetime. But what they do is when you do a blood transfusion, they match your blood type, the type of blood you need. It's called a type and cross. So the blood is regulated. They know what they're getting. It ain't like you're just going to get some false blood. You know what I'm saying? Maybe back in the day, years ago, 20, 30 years ago. But now, the shit is, the process is more, I don't even know the word, but
so you're good. So here's my question for you then, bros. Here's my question, because I'm saying what I'm saying because I know you on a panel and have had many, more than many, shit, major many. You understand? If I speak Spanish, it'd be mucho many, whatever the hell. You understand what I'm talking about? Hey, so why aren't we doing a better job of the intake being able to screen the blood and know if this blood is contaminated or not?
I think they're doing a great job nowadays.
Okay.
I can't speak from the past, but the process that goes through, I think they're doing a great job. Like you don't hear about contaminated blood on the news, and not people getting this and getting that on a major scale.
That don't mean it ain't happening though.
Yeah, true. Indeed. I can just speak for myself though.
I'm just asking a question too. We just talking.
Yeah.
You feel me? We just round tabling. You feel me? For real.
Right. But I would say it's safe. You know what I'm saying? I would say it's definitely safe for the processes I've been through.
Okay. Let's go. Mama, let's go. What's the next one?
Well, wait, I want to touch on that one sec. So besides contamination, and I know, well, screw it, because we're just talking about everything. But there are some religions that don't do blood transfusions because besides contamination, that's your source of life, and they believe that whatever that person has done in their life, negativity, whatever,
get that.
when you put it into someone else's body, they take on those traits, characteristics, negativity, all of it.
I got a homeboy. He is damn. See, I don't want to say it wrong. I think he's Jehovah's Witness. I think he's Jehovah's Witness, and they don't do blood transfusions. They not with that at all. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they don't do that. Next topic. Let's go to the next topic. We talking about what we talking about? The McMichael brothers. The McMichael brothers.
The McMichael brothers.
They got sentenced. Didn't they get sentenced? They got the McMichael brothers got sentenced. One got 7 years. One got 9 years, I believe, or 12 years. I believe, and then the other, what's his name? Williams, the William guy, Brian Williams or William Bryan, something like that. He got the most years, right? That's for beating up. That's for them killing that black man in Texas, the jogger in Texas. Y'all ain't know? Y'all don't know?
I wasn't on that one. I was going on to the Brianna one. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I'm going to need you to make sure you're looking at the agenda, please.
The dad and the son got life.
They got life?
The dad and the son got life. The guy got 35 years. But the other two got life.
Oh, they not brothers. They dad and son?
That's what we are.
Oh, I thought they was brothers. Oh, they dad and son. I got to change the topic. Hold on. Let me change the topic real quick. My bad. I'm changing. Watch how we do this show. This is how cold we are at the round table. Watch this. Watch this. This cold, bro. We hard. We hard around here. Watch this right here. Watch this. I'm just saying we hard around here, brother. We do it that fast around here. It's nothing around here. You understand? So the McMichaels get sentenced to life, you dig? And then the other boy got 35 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. How y'all feel about that? Y'all think that's justified or no?
Should have gave them motherfucking life.
All three of them. All three of them. I agree.
I think it's an eye for an eye. Give them the Texas.
And listen, I'm a man of God, right? So you're supposed to love thy neighbor and listen. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I've really started to believe that what you do to me, I'm going to do back to you. So if y'all killed that man like that, I feel like you should have got the same thing happen to you.
Yep.
And life ain't good enough.
My man was just trying to drop pounds, man.
That's crazy.
I need to lose his gut. Trying to get a child now.
And they killed him for that. They killed him for being black and jogging.
And they
Right.
everything against him justified him killing him. It's what's so up.
It's crazy.
It was burglaries in the neighborhood, all that shit.
Right, and he ain't did nothing. He was running. He didn't have, listen, it'd be different if he was running with a TV in his hand. You know what I'm talking about? It'd be different if he was running down the street and had some clothes on the hangers and shit. You know what I'm talking about? A microwave under the other arm and was running down the street. I'd be like, yeah, he did that shit. Yeah, I get it. That man was running down the street trying to lose some weight, man. Y'all killed that man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That don't even make no sense, man. Hey, that was right there. Listen. Mama, I appreciate you, Mama. That's what's up. We're going to go ahead and get to this last topic, or you want to go to the next one? What we doing?
What time we got? We're about 43 minutes?
Your topic, we're going to talk about the police charged in Louisville, but we can come back to it. Matter of fact, no, I'll give it to OB. I know OB know. OB from Louisville. I know he know. OB, you want to talk about the police being charged in Louisville?
Yeah, we can talk about that. Referencing the Breonna Taylor, the officers that shot blindly into her home, might have heard her. Call it a murder. That's absolutely what it was. But no plan. Nobody just into people's homes. Just effectively about. In a sense, it's moving in the right direction. However, I do not believe that was. I think it was super. I think the original charges were murder should have been what came to fruition early on in trial. We would be here charging them with what they got charged with now. That's kind of reverting back. We've had a lot of in the city. And a lot of shootings. Protesters, police officers when they're protesting about this situation. So it's been pretty ugly. This was kind of quiet. I don't think it was justifiable. I do think that those guys who were charged with way worse, but ultimately they're just making up they lost in the respect of the people of the community. So I don't agree with that step in the wrong direction, but I'm not going to call great news for the city of Louisville because I think the original trial would have been justifiable and great news for the city if they were tried originally, honestly.
Facts. I agree. We're going to leave that there. We're going to move on in our agenda. But I definitely agree with you when it comes to that shooting and that murder, bro. It's so many loose ends, so many untied knots, so many I don't knows, and why did that happen, and what was you doing there in the first place type things. Like, I really studied that case. I don't know if y'all know I'm a criminal justice major. I studied it in college. I'm a private investigator now as well. And that was a case I really spent some time on when it started happening. Like, there's so many loose ends. Like, if you're looking for this guy, why are you at this house? Right. Like, it just don't make sense. There was so much more to it than what they tell you.
Okay, it's fine. Does that mean? No. You know, there's ways around stuff, and that was obviously the wrong way.
Yeah.
Fire your way into someone's home without even opening the door.
Factual. Wrong. Factual. Let's move it along. We're going to go to our next topic. We're going to go to topic number 2. Topic number 2 today, we're going to talk about Roe versus Wade, right? And I know, listen, we so many months past the overturning of the case, right? But what I want to talk about today is since the overturning of the case, what does America look like now? Understand? We really have, and to me, I'm just going to put it out there and I'll let you guys speak. But to me, we're becoming slowly but surely a third world country. Because now we have people in our own country running from state to state to having an abortion, which is illegal in one state, but legal in another state. So now people are traveling hundreds and thousands of miles for something that should be done right there in their own state, right? Then we're also now taking away the rights of women. And now listen, I ain't no woman. I can't say what's what. I ain't never carried no baby. You know what I'm talking about? I done inserted a few, but I ain't never carried one. You feel me? So in that, you feel what I'm talking about? So in that, I can't tell no woman about carrying no baby and what trimester is right for you to feel like it might not be healthy for you to carry that baby no more. Feel what I'm saying? I can't tell a woman, if I'm with a woman, and I always use this as my example, right? If I'm with a woman and we end up pregnant, right? And then she say to me, like, I love you, but I don't want to have no baby, right? I have the right to be like, hey, like, I want to have the baby. But if she don't, I can't make her have the baby. You know what I mean? You can't hold her hostage, tie her up in the house downstairs, feed her so she makes sure she's eating right. You feel me? And then make sure she had a baby in 9 months. Like, you gonna keep her locked up in the basement for 9 months? Nigga, that's called kidnapping. That's kidnapping. You go to jail for that. You understand? So I just don't understand. And I try to make it make sense to me, but it don't always make sense. So I'm going to let you guys talk about it today. But I just don't understand in this world today how we can say a woman don't have the right to control her body and what's going on in her body. Feel me? But she got the right to go get fake boobs, go get a fake butt, go get liposuction, go get hair weave. They can do anything else to their body that they want to. Feel me? But you don't have no control if you have a baby or not, because we in control of that. Somebody speak on that for me, please.
Ladies,
it irritates. It irritates. You gonna tell me I can't have no conversation because of what? What is the reason why I can't say something I don't want? But you can't answer. But you want to make me carry something. And then look, that got me out. I be getting heat. Right here. So I was really waiting I'm conscious of my tone, word, bear with me. I'll straighten it out for you, okay? She said she would not support legal abortion for a 14-year-old rape survivor. You don't support a girl getting rid of a baby. She's still a baby. And then I'm like, she was raped. She don't know who has to father. She shouldn't even be worried about this. She was 14 years old. But you want her to carry out a pregnancy. You know what? It's going to make her stronger. Why? She going to learn something from. She ain't going to be traumatized. You a damn lie. I'm sorry. My friend. I want to go sign her, but I can't do that. I'd rather. You know, I'm feeling it. Hence why I say I don't care. I ain't with it. Damn, you gonna feel it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna head my beat because I'm getting angry.
Mama, are you up?
Yeah, so I read this story that kind of ties in with that there was a Louisiana woman that was being forced to not abort this baby that wasn't even growing a skull. So she basically had a headless baby, and now she has to have this baby. She can't even abort. This isn't even a human. It has no brain, no skull. But now her body has to go through all of this just because it's illegal. What about the people that are raped, the incest, the you know, that's not right. It's not right. But I will say, let's say you have a one-night stand and you know this dude is trash. And you go back and forth between I want to have this baby because I really want a baby, and then but then this baby's not going to have a future, and then come to third trimester, and you decide, you know what, no, this is really not for me. That's wrong. I think there should be up to a certain point.
Let me say this before I let the guys speak. If you're being irresponsible and have unprotected sex and you have a baby, then you should be made to have that baby. Because that responsibility is on you. You could have prevented that. You chose not to. You knew the risk. Now have the baby. I feel that. If you are raped, if you're having something that the baby, you're having a problem with the baby as it's growing in your belly, if there's something exponential going on, it's something really bad with the situation of having a baby, then I feel a woman should have that choice. If a 13, 14-year-old girl got raped by her dad and now she's supposed to have her sister, no, she should be able to, I'm getting rid of that. Absolutely, right? So I think there's a balance in it, okay? Just hear me out and I'll let y'all have it. There's a balance in it, right? I'm pro-choice, but I'm not pro-choice in some things. You know what I mean? Like, if you lay down with her and now you mad, you don't mess with her no more, you like, yo, go get an abortion. And she say no, you can't make her have no abortion. Right. Feel me? You're bad. You laid down with her, now you a daddy. Be daddy. You know what I'm saying? My dad used to say, for real, I take a lot of things my dad say now. It didn't make sense to me when I was a kid. Make a lot of sense now. Feel me? My daddy said if you was man enough to lay down with her when you laid down with her, be man enough to lay down with her when she got that baby. Lay right there again. So in that, I feel like it's a good and, it's a balance to it. Yes, there's some reason why I believe that a woman should be able to have an abortion legally. And then there's some reasons that I feel like, yo, if you was just stupid and you decided to have sex with 4 dudes in one night, that's on you. Tramp?
Right. It shouldn't be a cop-out.
My bad. You know what I'm talking
like
about?
A backup plan.
Right. It's not a plan B pill.
Right.
No, real talk, though. You know what I mean? Because some people use it like that. Like, some people use abortion like a plan B pill. Like, go ahead, do what you do. And if I get pregnant, we can just go have an abortion. And some women use abortion to get money. Believe me, I done been there. Feel me? An abortion costs $500. Damn, okay, for sure. I can do a background. I go check out myself. The abortion only costs $150, $200. Damn, you just got me.
Emotional.
You just got me. You feel me? Like, damn, you just got me. You feel me? So,
extra cash is for emotional support.
So I'm gonna let y'all talk about it, man. Gentlemen, go ahead, chime in.
All right, I'm gonna take off right here. I've been from multiple different avenues, and obviously being father of two daughters, I think they should have that voice. It doesn't matter what, how you get there. I think you should have that voice. At the end of the day, I think there should be a cutoff that once you get past 16 weeks, you have that to contemplate the doctor, maybe going to be happy, vice versa. I like this show, this conversation. And I'm going to attack a whole different angle. Two different ways. First way. In America, how many people that are foster parents? So if we force babies and they're not great mother or they're drug users, the dad's a drug user, the dads are getting locked up, they don't have no family, grandparents, telling kids grandparents, great grandparents, aunts, uncles. How many people do all know that are foster parents? Because it takes foster parents to take somebody to raise these children. Not only that, from the child's perspective and the trauma that they have. My own family didn't want to raise me. They didn't want nothing to do with me. I'm being raised by some random person. Doesn't look like possibly a lot of times. Maybe really he's doing it because the government people to be foster. People pay their bills out being foster. Do you think some of them really care about kids? Highly unlikely. So that's one thing to think about. Take that you have to have some place kids to go to. Not a lot of people in the world have foster parents. My second from this is Roe versus Wade over 40 years ago. And we go back to change a rule 40-something years ago. How hard is it? These people, men and women in prison right now, for legal convicted, that we can't get that and retrial and represent that them to get released. To change something for, because Roe versus Wade doesn't make the federal government want this responsibility anymore. We're going to let all the people take advantage of that. Okay, but when you do other states that are Bible, they believe in the Bible, that's real strong.
Woo! Spit! He's spitting.
That are from the north in this war, they were more for everybody. So you got to make sure the northern states like, yeah, we're supposed to be abortion. You got other states that's like, hell no, we're not doing abortion. But why can't we come back and say, we got evidence on this case? I don't think we got the right guy. America. What do y'all think?
You know what I think is funny? Stuff like this always comes when it's like election time. Like before it was the border thing, and now it's like I see all these politicians using this as like, oh, but I'm for Roe. Oh, but I'm for Wade. And like this is like their way to sway you. It's just funny. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just saying.
I ain't got nothing to say because that's facts.
That's right. I told you.
That's facts though. Like, and I hate that about our country. I got more into politics as I got older, right? I didn't like U.S. government when I was in high school. I didn't like that class. Like, it wasn't fun for me as a senior. It was trash. I didn't like studying the cases. I really don't understand why I went into criminal justice, to be honest with you, when I got into college. You know what I'm talking about? Like, for real, it just really wasn't something I was interested in until I got older. Feel me? But every point made today is factual. Everything that everybody said today, you know me, I like to try to play devil's advocate sometime and argue the opposite side, right? But in this case, the strongest topic I think that was said today is if we doing this with Roe versus Wade, then let's go back on a whole lot of other cases then. There's a whole lot of other cases we should go back on and talk about. And let's talk about the 3 strikes rule. And how the 3 strikes rule like devastated black communities, got rid of black fathers all over the place, and then they wonder why a generation or 2 generations of kids are lost and don't know. Like, come on, man, we could do it. We're not gonna go there. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna go ahead because I'm telling you, we could be here all day. You know what I'm talking about? We could be here all day. And then let's go to what's the word? Let's go to what's the word. Hey, son, you up? What's the word, bro? Give us some news.
I'll tell you what's the word. Give you a brain game with today is a very special day in the world, right? Everyone's age today is 2022. So if you take your age and your birth year and you add them together, it'll come up to 2022.
Is that right? Let me see. Hold on. Let's do it right now. You say what? Take your age?
Take your
birth year?
And add it up.
Add it together?
Add it together.
Mine's going to be 1 year short. I have my birthday for a week.
He is not lying.
Nah, that's crazy.
Hey, and that happens once every 1,000 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That shit really worked. That shit worked. I did it. That shit crazy. I did it. You see, I'm kind of excited. I really did that shit.
Right.
Crazy.
Let your people put it in the capsule. Let your people know 1,000 years from now.
That's crazy.
They can do the same thing.
That's crazy. Whoever
You gotta use that with your kids, man.
I'm about to. I'm gonna use it tomorrow. For real. You have no idea. It's gonna be something I'm gonna use in class tomorrow. For real. But I don't know who I'm gonna know in 1,000 years or who my people gonna be. But I'm definitely gonna put it away. Like, go ahead and try that. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna be blown away. You dig? For real. Let's talk about the news topics. What you got, Ray Son?
Hey, I got something that we didn't really talk about in the group, but I want to bring it up. I don't know if y'all follow hip hop or rap. Did you see in the news Quando Rondo? One of the partners got Quando Rondo is a rapper. It had a beef with King Von. You remember King Von got killed a couple years ago. He got a scrap with Quando Rondo. Rondo's friend came out and killed King Von. Rondo was in LA like 2 days ago, and they got ambushed. His friend got killed in the vehicle. A couple other people in the vehicle. They went to the hospital. Rondo didn't have no injuries. 2 days before that, his other friend got killed in Savannah, Georgia. So, what's your take on this violence in hip hop? All these artists passing away, and if it's not the artists passing away, it's the people around them when the crews are getting killed.
I think people didn't pay enough attention to Biggie and Tupac. I think nowadays they think it's cool to die in hip hop, and it ain't. You feel me?
I don't think he's getting all the arrogant. We still. I mean, what? I mean, the whole point is this money. Let's live. Shit.
Apparently, that ain't everybody's vision. Apparently,
right.
The value of life is decreasing by generations. I think the value of, and when you raise kids in a generation,
I think they need to be raised by something. For real. See, some of the shit we have to be raised by real shit. This generation fucked up.
But look, it's partly our fault too, though.
Yeah.
It's partly our fault too, though. I'm gonna put it like I'm gonna give it to you all the way raw, and I tell my kids in class all the time, right? The generations above us was trying to teach us a certain way of life, right?
Yeah.
And that's the generation that they gave us. And when it came to us, you feel me? A lot of us, for all kinds of reasons. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying some of it could be the Clinton era, the Reagan era, the 3-strike rule. I can name you all kinds of reasons of why, but there was a lack of generational value from our generation.
That's right.
Feel me? And we didn't come in a generational way to show the generation below us how to be what our parents and our grandparents taught us. And that's what you see now. That lack of what we got from our grandparents and parents, we didn't give to the generations below us. And that's what you see right now. That lack of. My opinion.
Mm-hmm.
People always talk about it's like the baby boomers. And I was telling them, you all are millennials. So you all got to look well as the people millennials, but you said it perfect. It's the lack of what we learned, what we didn't, even better, what we didn't like from those generations above us, where how they raised, how they're rooted, what we are now. We're allowed, and lack of.
No, I agree. Sorry for the sound, ladies and gentlemen. As we working through this thing, I'm engineering, running the banners and everything around here, brother. We got big show shit happening behind the scenes. So forgive me if the echo is bad. I keep seeing the comments below talking about the echo, and I'm trying to get the echo fixed for us, y'all. So give me a moment. I'm gonna figure it out for us sooner or later. I promise. And I'm talking about we're gonna get that right. If not, this should
they get the point.
But we getting it together. You did. But I'm working on it. We're gonna work it out. I promise you, we're gonna work it out. Let's get to Rayson. Did you have any other topics for your news?
Yeah. Did you see the in the news the LA parents suing the school over the cotton picking incident?
Listen. I don't even want to talk about this. I'm gonna let y'all talk about this. Because I'm a school teacher and I feel a certain kind of way, and I don't want to get fired saying something on this show that my own school district might be like, what did he say? So I'm gonna be quiet about this. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and talk about this.
I'm gonna read a little bit of the article just to get y'all up to date what's going on. Rashonda Pitt sued the school district and staff members at Laurel Span School in response to an incident that humiliated her daughter. Her daughter was 14 years old. The school grew a cotton field in their garden, and as a class project, they had the kids go and pick cotton. The daughter didn't feel good about it. She went home and told her mom, and the school said that they couldn't do it, remove the field within 24 hours, but they would get it done by the end of the week.
Or next.
And so the daughter is traumatized about it. How do y'all feel about that?
Shit, fucked up. It's crazy, man.
Class project, picking cotton, to learn your history.
Yeah. Right. No.
What's the purpose? I knew when I was coaching college basketball, we flew into Texas, and obviously we know college athletes and the predominantly majority race in college athletics. And we land, and we get on this bus, and I'm driving through Lubbock, Texas, going to play Texas Tech. And there's nothing but cotton fields. And I felt like I've never seen one, like this is made me feel awkward, so I could imagine how people who don't look like me would feel around this situation. But what is the purpose of that experiment? I don't understand it. Like, what are they about to go in and make a quilt? I mean, what are they doing? What's the reason?
They said the class was reading the autobiography of Frederick Douglass, and that the field had been planted to give the students real life experience of what it was like to be a slave by picking cotton. What do they need?
Listen.
So now it's the NBA experience, the Michael Vick experience. We're going to make it the Frederick Douglass experience.
Listen. Let me say this.
Be nice.
Listen.
Don't get fired.
I'm a school teacher, right? we recreate a lot of things to give the experience of other time periods because our kids can no longer see that or view that, right? And that's cool, right? And to each his own as a teacher to recreate something in your class to keep the kids interested. I dig it, right? But I run a life skills and leadership class, right? If my Black self would have ever done a Holocaust reenactment at my school, I'd be out of a school, sued by every parent in the world. I'd never be able to get another license ever. Yeah, we just talking about a parent suing the school. We're not talking about the school district saying, hey, that lesson plan was way out of line.
Right.
Right.
It was a dumb choice. Dumb.
Beyond
You couldn't pick anything else. So you couldn't pick a different book. You couldn't pick a different experience.
A different project.
Like, it's just like, what were you thinking? Do the volcano with the baking soda and vinegar. You know what I mean? Like don't really. It was just that's stupid. That's stupid.
Right.
What's the next topic? Let's change that one. What's the next topic, Rizan?
You want to get into woman cuts off her man's penis in India?
Lorena Bobbitt is back.
Lorena Bobbitt is back.
But why?
Still, no.
Why?
No.
Why did she cut it off?
Yeah, why she cut it off? What happened?
Yeah.
She called him about to molest her, rape her daughter.
Right, yeah, you're right.
Speak on,
Like, what
speak on
the fuck?
Tennessee.
See, look. See, this is why I'm single. Cause I'm premeditated on some shit. Niggas got me fucked up. Excuse my French. You understand what I'm saying? I'm 44 years old. My daughter will be 28 years old on the 30th of August. That's a couple of days away. I only had 2 niggas around her, and I regretted that, but not in a bad way because they wasn't bad. But it was a simple fact, like, nigga, if you ever look at my baby the wrong way, I'm cutting your ass up into pieces. Fuck a dick. Your dick ain't gonna live, nigga. You trying to take my daughters. You got me fucked up. That bitch was light on that nigga. I'm sorry, excuse my French. That woman was light on that young man or old man or whatever you want to call it. She didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying?
So what it says, she says, I was working in the farm when the incident took place. Fortunately, I returned home in the nick of time and caught him red-handed, she explained. So he even attacked me while I was trying to save my daughter. So I brought a knife from the kitchen and chopped off his private parts to teach him a lesson. Man, i.e. Lorena Bobbitt. Lorena Bobbitt.
No, yeah, I was gonna say she didn't finish the job. She didn't throw it out the window like Lorena Bobbitt.
She didn't drop
She could have cooked it. I give a damn. Look,
I'll grind that motherfucker up and feed it to him. I'm sorry.
Hey, and so you said Lorena Bobbitt, and let's give a little history. Lorena Bobbitt, she was married to John Wayne Bobbitt, and in 1993, while he was asleep in bed, after years of physical and emotional and sexual abuse, she chopped off his penis, drove and threw that motherfucker in the bushes somewhere. But they found it.
They found it, and they try to put it back on though, and try to put it back on.
Porn star.
Yeah, he turned into a porn star after that.
Listen, that's crazy. Listen,
So you riding around with a dead dick?
Listen, that's what I'm talking about right there. How you gonna go find the top of your penis been sitting out in the desert for about 4 days? You gonna put that thing back on and act like it worked?
Motherfucker, right?
Now that's
Motherfucker, right. Let me get that. Let me get that back.
Crazy. Listen. I probably would have went to girls getting fake butts and all that. You know where I would have went?
Right.
Yeah, I'd have went right to the doctor, got me one. I wasn't gonna give me one. I needed about to be 13, 14.
I was gonna say
I'm in there.
I was gonna say if he's a porn star, I don't think that's really his that they reattach. I think it's something.
That's crazy. Got to.
I need all my 11 inches back.
I need that, right? I'm saying I need mine back, right? I'm telling you, I need
all my 11 inches back.
And if you can't give me mine back, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give me one of them what they call BBLs, but in the front. I just need you to in the front. And now I need you to add a couple more inches because you can do that. Go ahead.
You said 11. You got 11. You said you got 11.
I appreciate it.
No, I'm just playing.
Let's do it like this. We're gonna go ahead and go into our third topic. You feel me? Our third topic before we close up here today. All right, third topic is
11.
All these school shootings. You feel me? Talk about all these school shootings. You did Tennessee wilding. I'm trying to get away from Tennessee. She wilding.
Right.
Do y'all know that this is a topic that I didn't put on the agenda, but it's just something extra I want to add. Do y'all know that we are the highest country in the world rated for school shootings? Do y'all know that we like I can't remember the exact percentage, but let's say our percentage is like 70, right? And then the next closest country is like 3%.
Oh, absolutely. We're the only country with more weapons than people.
That's crazy. Like, listen to me. Listen when I say this. Like, the number is like 70% or something, right? 60-something%, right? School shootings, right? And the next country is like 3%, 2%. Like, what? Like, that's not a plow moment. That's not a
right.
think about that. That's not a hey, U.S. government. Everybody else in the world is looking at us like y'all some damn idiots. You can't even go to school safe. Like, when does it click in? Like, it don't click in. Like, yo, we gotta do something better. Like, the closest country to us is at 3%. Like, we're at 70, 60%. Like, it don't make sense. Like, chime in on that. What y'all think about that?
No, what I found that was crazy was after that huge one. Remind me of the name again.
Uvalde.
The one. So after that happened and everybody had so much to say about it or whatever, you would think that would put more awareness out there or whatever. Then it was like it was followed by like 5 more consecutively right after that. Like, what the hell's going on? It blew my mind.
Is it a trigger? Y'all think it's a trigger? Like, I feel like they happen back to back. Let me back up, sir. When Trump became president, right, he showed right away that he could use keywords and he could use certain symbolism that was part of the neo-Nazi world, part of the racism society, right, that would spark their movement and they would know exactly what he was saying. We, the outsider, might have heard the words and didn't think nothing of it, but those groups heard those words and knew exactly what he was saying. He was inciting certain words and certain phrases that would make them move, right? I feel like some of these shootings are along the same line. We spark one shooting, it happens, it's the button push for the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Like, it is the spark. You feel me? Like, it is something that is trending because these groups are watching it and they're just waiting their turn. Mm-hmm. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
I agree as well, but I'm going to be devil's advocate here. I'm on the borderline of conspiracy and objective. Like, I'm right on that line. I think everything that is a huge catastrophe to America is planned and on time every single time. Yeah. There's a reason that those officers stood there for 1 hour knowing there was a dude in there with a gun, hearing gunshots, and nothing ever happened. There's a reason behind that. There's a reason behind the shootings at churches. There's a reason behind the shooting at the gay club. All that stuff has reasonings. You can't tell me that these people are just walking in with these large amounts of ammo, weapons. I mean, we've all seen ammo and weapons. This isn't small stuff. This isn't stuff that you just stuff in your pants pockets and you just walk around like nobody can see that you got all this on you. So I'm on like the border of like, there's reasons behind this, whether it's the fear of people, whether we're moving closer and closer to communism, whatever the case may be. But I feel like everything that happens in America is on time and on reasoning and planned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I might get negative backlash for this, but you know what? Negative reinforcement, people get famous off negative.
Listen, all they're gonna say is that you're a conspiracy theorist, and I don't feel like there was no lie in nothing you said. If you pay attention to everything that happens, there's something that's going on, and then they try to defer our vision with something else. Don't pay attention to that. Look at this. You know what I'm talking about? That happens all the time. But hey, many a person has called me a conspiracy theorist, so it don't really matter. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You feel what I'm saying? But my mama say, if it walk like a duck, it quack like a duck, it swim like a duck, it's a damn duck.
So y'all saying these shootings are a conspiracy, or like somebody's planning these? Like, hey, I need you to go out here and shoot up this school so we can take away from, so we can, you know what I'm saying, so we can take away the onus of what's going on over here. You think those are planned attacks, or this is just a crazy individual doing what he's doing?
So I think it's somewhat of both. I think that some of them are definitely planned and manipulated out in certain time periods and areas. And I think others, I say again, are happening due to keywords, incitement. You know what I'm saying? It's happened over here. We're going to wait a couple weeks and then I'm going to do it now too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's all playing its part in the role in whatever this is supposed to be doing or whatever they're trying to get accomplished. Absolutely.
So what's the solution? Is the solution of armed guards in the school? Arming the teachers.
Let's talk about it.
You're a teacher yourself, Randy. Would you love to keep an AR locked in the closet at the school?
Let me piggyback your question and I'll answer it for you, bro. Absolutely. In North Carolina school district right now, they are stocking up on AR-15s at their schools so that teachers can run around and be the police.
Right.
At school. Okay? So here's two things. Here's to answer your question, bros. Hell to the no, you don't pay me enough to be toting no gun around school. That's number one. Number two, it only takes one time for a teacher to be toting a gun and a kid or elementary, high school, middle does something and this teacher shoots a kid. Now we no longer talking about active shooters at school. We talking about teachers shooting students at school. And many a teacher leaves the job of teaching because they're intimidated by their students or they're intimidated by the job. I hear teachers yell at students every day, all day, for minute things to big things. What about if that teacher's having a bad day and today he decided to shoot your son because he wouldn't sit his ass down?
Especially at home. A teacher having a bad day at home, wife leaving him or husband leaving him or whatever. Kid comes act out of school, I'm gonna shoot you.
I was just gonna say that. How do you know that the teacher doesn't turn into that? What if they just snap because this kid just keeps poking and poking and poking and they're just like, you know what, screw this. Let me go to my closet. You know what I mean? And they snap.
That's stupid.
Like that mental health doesn't discriminate whether you're a teacher, a doctor, a senior living director, whatever. You snap. Your mental health isn't working. It's not working.
It's beyond that though. As a school teacher, my job is not to come to school and police the building.
Nope.
My job is not to come in and have to tote a gun around to protect your child. Will I protect your child if it comes down to it? Hell yeah, because these are our kids for more of the hours in the day than they are yours. Absolutely. I will protect your child, but I don't need that to be a prerequisite of my job. I don't need to go sign a contract and it say that be it a school shooter, Coach Black, you got to be the first one in the hallway with your AR-15 shooting at some kid in the hall. That's crazy. Nor do you pay me enough. Y'all
and
not paying
you will
nearly enough.
You will, but that doesn't mean that every other teacher will. They'll be like, not my problem, not my kid.
It depends on the day, to be honest with you, Mama. Because if I'm thinking about my family first, I might leave your kid in that room. I'm going to get my ass up out of there if that's my job. Because I got a family to go home to, too. Feel me? So it's a lot more than just giving a teacher a gun and saying, protect my kids. What about my kids? Who's protecting mine? Understand? If I'm protecting your kid, who's protecting me? What happened to school police? What happened to the CCSD truancy officers? What happened to all these different things that we had before that somehow we don't have now? I'll give you a reason and I'll shut up. Too much time cutting the budgets in our educational systems, not enough time spending time in the educational system, seeing what we really need. Factual.
100%. But Ray, son, to go off of what you asked Rand and I about, do we think that these are planned like, okay, we're going to get this kid to go? Now, I don't think it's like planned in that circumstance, but I think everything that's been a catastrophe has been targeted to something that is or not a victim, but less gullible. They're targeting areas of easy demolition, I guess you could call it. Like they could just go in easily to an elementary school and just do whatever they want. They can easily go into someone's church where they're praising the Lord and the Holy Ghost and they just, and that music's banging and just and it's over, you know, or targeting the gay community at this club down in Orlando years ago. It's always an easy target, which is reason why I believe that it's always on time and on target, because they're targeting these areas that is easy to go after. But you're right. They don't pay teachers nearly enough to hold a gun in classroom. They don't pay school resource officers enough to stand at the door with guns. They don't pay the principal to stand there with a gun. Coaches, as we stand there, we're coaching. We got parents that get irate. You just seen what happened with Talib, Aqib Talib and his brother, involved in an altercation in front of his 9-year-old son. Pow! Shot his dad. We don't get paid. So what is the solution? The solution is we don't have one, because anybody can access a gun. In jail, you can access any drug that you ever can get on the street. Man, and you're in jail.
It's more in there.
Stop people in America from getting guns. We have more guns than we have people in America. And then at the same time, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because ain't no Russia bringing tanks to America and walking our streets, because we'll pull out our AR-15s and we'll shoot right back at you. Ukraine don't have weapons. China don't have weapons.
And that's cool. You ain't wrong, because I tell you, Russia come over here, I'm gonna be in the streets with my thing too. You're not gonna be in my neighborhood. It's not. I agree, absolutely, I agree. But the difference in the point that I'm making is, teachers ain't trained to be cops.
No.
Understand? And I know some teachers right now. You put a gun in their hand, they nervous with a bunch of kids in their classroom. What they gonna be like with a gun in their hand?
Cheddar Bob, shoot themselves in the leg.
Feel me? You be trying to shoot the shooter and shoot the kid. Oh, my bad. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait, it goes this way.
Hey, what are you doing? Like, you tripping for real. Like, come on. Mess around, shoot theyself. Now they going to be dying in the classroom with the kids there. Now the kids got to figure out how to save the teacher and worry about the shooter in the hallway.
Yeah. Hey, so on YouTube, on a live chat on YouTube, Mr. Take No Losses says, metal detectors worldwide, clear backpacks, and police on campus. In his opinion, that's the best route.
I agree.
Appreciate you, Mr. Take No Losses.
Absolutely. From the YouTube. Hey, everywhere. We everywhere too. We everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We everywhere, man. We appreciate everybody viewing with us. You feel me?
Definitely.
We going up too. We done had as much as 25 viewers today. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. Just to kind of get off before we end this topic, and to me, it's a sensitive subject. I've been a little bit more quiet in this subject than others, just due to the fact that I do this every day. Why do we have so many school shootings? Why is it that America is 5 times the percentage of any other country? Why is it that America has so many school shootings? And don't say we have the right to bear arms, because there's other countries that they got the right to bear arms too, but they not shooting up their schools. So I want to know.
I don't want to sound like, because I said before, I don't really watch TV and all that stuff, but I feel like it's glorified. It's glorified in movies. It's glorified in music. It's glorified in video games. You see it everywhere. And it's just like this thing. I mean, my son watches YouTube, and it's something like he'll watch Spice King, where like some dude is just trying to see like the hottest hot sauce. But then there's an ad that comes in, And it's glorifying this video game where people are just shooting people up and it's the cool thing to do. So that's where I think I'm seeing it. Or like I said, or in music, in movies, with the things they watch, everything that's around them is just saying that, like, it's okay to do this. It's all right.
So I hear you. Forgive me.
Let me throw something in there real quick.
Go ahead, Rayson.
That is out there, but the only people you see doing these mass shootings is white kids, pretty much, not all the time. You don't see black kids going in, shooting up schools, even though we're killing each other in the hood and whatnot. We're not going doing mass shootings. And they're watching those same YouTube channels, those same video games. So, you know, is it that's doing it?
Okay, so I'm going to take it as I don't know if this is true because I can't speak for everybody, but for me as a parent and growing up with what I have and just seeing white friends, they, as far as I see, have less discipline as I know I am as a parent. I am strict as hell as a parent. I know that my son's father's, his parents, they were strict as hell. And whenever I see like kids running around in Target or whatever, most of the time they're white kids screaming their head off. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that for everybody, but I'm just saying, at least for me as a parent, I know that I'm disciplined. I know where the hell my son is at, what he's watching, what he's doing. I don't know if those parents have that much responsibility or that many eyes on their kid at all times.
Let me say this. Because when you said it at first, my mind, it made me cringe, like, ooh. Because I remember when rap music came out and they said rap music is influencing our kids to do this, this, and that. And rap music is doing this to our kids. And rap music is doing that to our kids. And it wasn't rap music that had me in the streets doing what I was doing. Mm-hmm. Shit didn't have nothing to do with rap music. Feel me?
Right.
I don't feel that Grand Theft Auto is having kids go out here and rob people, shoot people, and steal their cars.
Right.
Because most kids know you're doing this on a video game because it's a video game.
Okay.
You can't do this in real life. You know what's wrong from right. Regardless of your upbringing at home has not taught you that or not. You know what's right and wrong in society. It's if you choose to follow those morale rules or not. I get that part. But I don't really like when people start saying, well, it's this and it's that and it's this and it's that. Okay.
And I feel you, but there was an article that took it was like 5 random school shooters or something like that. Something that they did have in common wasn't Grand Theft Auto, but it was like Call of Duty, blah, 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 whatever. Oh, no, he was quiet. He just kind of kept to himself. He stayed in his room and just played his video games and da-da-da-da-da, whatever. Yeah, he was, wild. I guess I don't play video games, so I don't really know. But, like, he was wild talking over his headset or whatever. They all had that in common. And I'm not saying that that's the reason why. I'm definitely not saying that. But what I'm saying is it's being glorified in these things. And I never did say rap music either.
No, you don't have to say rap music. But what you said sounds the same as 20 years ago or 30 years ago or 40 years ago. Our generation, it was rap music. This generation is video games, right? So in video games, the Call of Duty type games, yes, it's normalizing the action of you killing someone else in first person view. Absolutely. I don't take that away, right? But there is still a right from a wrong. Feel me? It's still a right from a wrong. And you still know right from wrong. Feel me? I get that part, right? But I just don't like when people want to, because it's becoming normal or people are normalizing it, that we're quick to say, oh, it's here's an example and I'll let you go, LB. Remember when everybody stormed the Capitol, right? January 6th, they stormed the Capitol. When they stormed the Capitol, they didn't say nothing about it was Trump's fault. They stormed the Capitol because they felt like their rights were being trampled on, right? But when they got in trouble, when the news started talking and the police showed up to their house, guess what they said? Oh, it was Trump's fault. Oh, I was listening to Trump, so that's why I did what I did. No, that's a good cop-out. That's a good reason for you not to take responsibility of the actions that you took. So you can say, oh, I did it because of Trump. But you knew it was wrong when you were squeezing that police officer in between that door and smacking him with that flag. You knew what you were doing wasn't right, but you did it anyway. So let's not blame Trump. Let's take responsibility for ourselves. That's all I'm saying, my. We're quick to point the blame at somebody else or something else when we as humans need to be like, yo, I did that. I did it because I wanted to, not because of something else. Go ahead, OB.
No, but I'm going to say that I agree with you on that. I'm not saying that is the reason why, but it may be somewhat of an influence, and that's why it comes back to the discipline part of it.
Well, what if my approach is, what if those kids, these are the kids that come from foster parents or were put up for adoption, or maybe their parents was going to have an abortion and they couldn't afford it, or now there's a law you can't have the abortion. What if those kids have been traumatized over their entire life? They've been sexually abused, sexually assaulted. Because I've watched the documentary I Am Killer on Netflix, which is a great show if you've never watched it. And 90% of them all have been sexually abused, physically abused as children. And all that's the main common goal that they have. So these school shootings could be kids that are foster parent or foster homes, being put up for adoption, or been sexually and physically abused their entire childhood. And now the only way to get back is to target the age that they are of these people that's living great lives and not bothering a soul. So I'm going to target these people and traumatize their lives and traumatize people who wasn't there for me.
No, I agree. Let me
goes back to Ray too.
No, absolutely. And if we're talking about trauma, right, in the Black community, there's been many a child molested by someone in the Black community, by family members, all of that. Like, we're not even going to go into that. But please know that happens quite often in the Black community. Yeah. I can go talk to a gang of Black people right now that are full adults. And if you ask them, were you ever touched or molested as a kid? Most of them are going to tell you yes. And if you ask by whom, many of them are going to tell you a family member. Factual. Okay? But I don't see what we talking about going on in the Black community. So all I'm saying is, Chris, what you're talking about is right. I've seen the same Netflix you've seen. Absolutely. And numbers can be manipulated if you want to prove a point. You choose the right people with the same story, you usually going to get the numbers you want. Right? But in that, if the same thing is happening in Catholic communities, because there's been a gang of Catholic young boys that's been molested as well, but we don't see young Catholic boys out here shooting up the Catholic Church. Understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is a lot of it has to do with the morality point of saying, yo, it's not right. Even listen, it's been many a time that somebody that made me hella mad, and I've been like, bro, I'll come blow your house up, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. I got about 6 or 7 guns at the crib right now, bro. I'll drive by your crib and unload everything in your crib right now, bro. Stop playing with me. But you know what made me not do it? Because I know that's not right. I know what the consequences is if I do that. You know what I'm saying? And also, I'm not trying to really kill nobody for real, for real. Anger might get the best of me and I talk that shit, but when it get time to do that shit, the morality part of me be like, nah, Black, that ain't it.
You.
Right?
Right.
So all I'm saying is, when it comes down to it, and I agree with everybody's statements on here, absolutely, in your factual points and what everybody's saying. But in it, I feel like the long run outcome is either you know or you don't know what's right from wrong. Or you're willing to accept the consequences that I'm going to go in here and shoot up this church. And I'm doing it for the publicity of it. I think a lot of it now has to do with the publicity of it. And again, to go back to the point that I made before, if I spark this off and do it, they're going to remember me now.
Go down in history.
Right? But listen, it's crazy because it's happening so much now. My mind just showed you she couldn't even remember the name of the place that got shot up. It's happening so much now that we don't remember their names no more. It's happening so much now that it's just common. Oh, you heard about the church that got shot up? That's crazy. Again, another one. We're not even talking about the shooters no more. It's just something that happens now. So to me, forgive me for my strong opinion on this, but to me, it's a bunch of people trying to make a name for themselves or be remembered for something that they know is wrong, yet they're doing it anyway. It don't have nothing to do with no video games or no Call of Duty or no music. It has to do with remembrance. Somebody trying to leave a legacy for the wrong reasons. My opinion.
And what's crazy is I know I messed up. I didn't remember Sandy Hook. But I'm saying we remember that. I couldn't tell you what that dude's name is. I couldn't tell you what any of those dudes' names are. So they're trying to leave this legacy and remembrance. I have no idea what your name is. You have no legacy.
He has a legacy with those families, though, because those families are going to remember him forever.
Absolutely. But how many people going to remember them? Here's one. Forgive me. I'm just being honest. How many people? We had the whole killing. I got it on right now. Vegas Strong. We had the whole killing in Vegas. How many of them families you remember their names?
Nobody.
I don't even remember the killer's name.
I don't even remember the killer's name. Right.
And that was the largest mass shooting in the United States.
The biggest one ever. And can't nobody on the show right now tell me what the killer's name was. Can't nobody on the show right now name me 2 families that lost people in that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Please forgive me. Anybody watching, I'm not siding with the shooters. I'm just saying we are so quick to place blame on something else that we don't want to place blame at where it needs to be at. And that's the person who did it.
Correct.
Let's analyze the person who did it, not what he played video games. He was posting on Facebook. He did this, he did that. Well, maybe he was a little crazy. Maybe he was a little off. Maybe he had some problems. Maybe somebody should have been helping him. Maybe he should have had a counselor. Maybe to death. But what we need to say is he did it. He was responsible for his actions. Let's not blame somebody else for his actions. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yep. Let's close it out, man. Let's close it out. We running. I appreciate all of y'all, man. We running it up today, brother. I promise you. The show is all the way live. I promise you. OB, you got the close out, man. Send us with the sports, man. What you got for sports?
Yeah, first, KD, Kyrie. Looks like some talks have slowed down a little bit with Kyrie maybe joining the Lakers, trying to work things out. What I've been reading and hearing that eventually it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Might not be before the season, but they're saying that as season ends, that Kyrie will be joining the Los Angeles Lakers. Looks like KD is going to, if he doesn't get traded, he doesn't want to be in Brooklyn. So he might not even show up to anything that Brooklyn's got going on unless they get rid of him, kind of drawing some attention to himself again. He's a great player and all that, but, at some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror and just do what you got to do to get that money.
Factual.
Facts.
And then also Anthony Joshua lost to Alexander Usyk again. So does that mean Tyson Fury is going to say he's not going to retire and we're going to put all 4 belts on the line and may the best man win, and then after that, retire?
Say it again, OB. OB, say it again. I don't think they heard you. Say it again, OB.
May the best man win all 4 belts.
Woo! I think they need to do that. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to let you finish. But listen, boxing is falling off. Boxing is falling off. Boxing is falling off. And if they want to bring boxing back, they need to do that fight right there and put all the belts together. Let's see who is really the man for real, because that need to be done. Absolutely. My bad, OB. Go ahead.
Yeah, you good. But Usyk said he's not boxing. He's not going to box anybody else unless it's Fury. He will not box again unless it is Fury. Fury acts like he's not going to box again unless it's going to be for all 4 titles. Hopefully they'll get that in motion. Both of them will make a lot of money, and the fans will be happy.
I wouldn't say boxing's falling off. I think heavyweight now. Crawford, that weight, they still going. It's the heavyweight that I think.
Okay. So listen. What bring the most money into boxing?
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights, for sure.
Heavyweights.
That's all I'm saying. We can watch them other dudes fight. We can do that.
I'm just the Crawford and Spencer guy.
I like Crawford too. I like
both of them. I'm just both of them.
It's a whole lot of them down there. You feel me? But when boxing is at its best, heavyweight is the best.
Don't nobody want to see Dante fight no more. Nobody. I don't. And all my dudes don't.
Me neither. Me neither. OB, last one. What you got, OB?
Last one. Actually, I might add one after this one, but Garoppolo in the situation in San Fran. You know, they drafted their quarterback last year. It seems like he's going to be a really great quarterback, but yet they're still trying to hold on to Jimmy Garoppolo. Me personally, I think he's a great trade value for somebody. I'd go ahead and trade him up out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd say the Steelers should be happy to have him.
No.
But yeah, you know, I think they're kind of just maybe doing him a little wrong, maybe just holding on to like that last string, like, we want you to go, but we don't, pull him back in. And then the last one, we didn't talk about it in the group, but Deshaun Watson, 11-game suspension, massage. He's the massage king, you know, getting massages, and while he's getting massages, he's doing a little fondling, so they say. But when a lot of people, if it's one or two women, you could say so they say, but when it's 38 women, whatever the number is, it's hard to say. They all are saying the same thing, but he's still claiming his innocence. He's going to take his 11-game suspension and should be reinstated back into the league shortly thereafter those 11 games.
What that boy Shannon Sharp say? He say, "Where there's smoke, there is fire."
Yes,
I'm just saying, brother, if it was a couple twigs on fire, that ain't nothing. You feel me? But when you got 34 twigs on fire, brother, that's called a forest fire, brother. That means shit is burning down, brother. That means you better run, brother. You better call the cops, the police, the water people, somebody, because it's fire. It's fire over there.
Hey, what did he do wrong? What did he do wrong?
Who?
They say he just he wasn't paying or something.
No, that's not what they said. They said he was touching them women. He was touching them women. He was having sex with them women, all that.
Really though.
Apparently, look, it can't be a really though when it's 34 of them. It can't be a really though. I mean, if it was one or two, Cowboy, I'd be with you like, yeah, whatever. Right. She allowed it and she was with it. 34?
But was it he was touching them? Or they were touching him.
No, he was
right?
he was getting a massage from these women, getting massages, and during the massage, he was beginning to fondle on them, and touch them inappropriately, and you know, just things that you should do when you're in a professional setting. Get a massage. You're paying for a massage. You're not paying for other services. And he was trying to take advantage of getting them in a vulnerable state. Where I got in here, I've got my clothes off. Next step is their clothes off, and we all know what happened.
That's damn near a pedophile then.
He was looking for the happy ending. You know what I'm talking
about?
Right.
This wasn't
damn near a pedophile then.
Yeah, this wasn't the old Asian parlor over here. With
right.
This was
what she say? She said she love you long time. She love you long time.
He should have been going where Robert Kraft was going.
Yeah, he should have been. Right. He should have been. But you see Roger Kraft got caught up in that too. He got caught up in that too. You feel me? So it ain't just players. It's the owners and all that too. You dig? It's all of them. You feel me?
They busted the parlor. They busted the massage parlor where Robert Kraft was going though.
That's how he got caught up. Absolutely.
Hey, before y'all get off, the UFC 278 last night, Usman versus Edwards. Did y'all see that? Part 2.
He got that hair.
Man, last minute kick to the face won that man the championship.
That was nasty too.
Nasty.
That was nasty.
And I don't want to take too much of your sport, but how about them goddamn Raiders in preseason? Beating them Dolphins, man.
Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders.
I just had to get that in there, man.
Let me say this real quick, too, before we get out of here. Cowboy, y'all shouldn't make no move at quarterback on Mamas because I like the boy Pickett for y'all. He going to be all right for y'all.
Yeah,
He going to be all right for y'all. And Pickett got them other two boys playing football very, very well right now. Yeah. It's a real competition over there. Secondly,
it really ain't. He'll be starting before it. He might not start the first home game, but after that, Pickens will be the starter.
Oh, he the man over there. He the man. Yeah. Number 2, I like Jalen Hurts, but I take Jimmy right quick for the Eagles, right away. You dig what I'm talking about? Jimmy is a proven quarterback. He's a winner. You know what I'm talking about? I don't really know what the Niners is doing. You know what I mean? I understand they made the draft pick. They got to let the young man play. But you got this other dude out there paying him like $19 million. You're going to have $19 million sitting on the bench? That's crazy.
Right, that's crazy.
That's crazy. But I mean, listen, if I had $19 million and I needed a backup quarterback, I guess I'll keep him. I mean, for $19 million, I'd be the backup quarterback, though. Man. I'm just saying.
Good, got good meals.
Listen, eating good. You understand me? When you making $19 million a year to be the backup, you eating good. You heard?
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say thank you to everybody, man. Thank you for all the watchers, the viewers. You feel me? Thank you to everybody that's paid attention to what we got going on, man. Listen, I've had a ball today. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for you people out here that didn't want to be a part of what we doing. You dig? I done had a ball. You heard me? My guest panel, I want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming out. I appreciate y'all for y'all inputs. Thank you for the conversation you did. This is The Round Table, brought to you by Crown Republic Entertainment, LLC. We are here every other Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you missed this show, you can go back and watch the live. Be prepared for the next show. The shows usually run about an hour and a half. Today we had an hour and 50. We're going to cut that down. We're going to get it back right for y'all. We promise you did. For all of my guest panel, I say thank y'all. Everybody say peace.
Peace.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for everything, man. We're going to ride out to this right here. And I say goodbye, so long, and enjoy. Crown Gang!
Come on, man.
Leg eat it.
Oh, I thought we were together. My bad. What's up?
Wow.